What's up, yo? Big Cat 305 here. Today we're gonna cook a ribeye steak. That's right, a ribeye steak, but not just any ribeye, a big fat ribeye. That's right. A lot of people are nervous about cooking a big steak because they're afraid they're gonna get a great sear, but it's gonna be raw on the inside, or they're afraid that it's gonna be cooked all the way through, but they're gonna have no sear. So today I'm gonna show you step by step, just 3 easy steps, how to get a perfect sear and cook to your liking every single time. Stick around. So what we do here is try to simplify the cooking process, make it easy and fun. If you're a current subscriber, thank you for all your support. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and ring that notification bell. Everybody, let's get cooking. All right, step number 1. You're going to season your steak and marinate it in the fridge for at least 1 hour. All right, we've got our bone-in ribeye steak from Publix, $17.99 a pound. It's about 1.25 inches, 1.5 inches thick. So you want to really liberally salt and pepper your steaks, or your steak here in this case, especially when they're thick. They can handle it, trust me, so don't be shy. Nice amount of pepper, nice amount of salt, and then just tap it in there with your hand, press it into the meat. Same thing with the other side. We're going to go fast here. I'm using coarse sea salt and cracked black pepper. And same thing, just kind of pat it in. And then here's a little trick. You might be thinking, Big Cat, why are you seasoning the cutting board? Well, I'll tell you why, because we're going to pick that steak up and we're going to roll around that steak edge onto that salt and pepper. Pretty cool, huh? And then that's a good way to season the edge, as you can see right there. And then we're going to mop up the rest of that seasoning on that cutting board. And then we're going to put this steak in the fridge for at least an hour to marinate. Step number 2. So you're going to cook your steak on a medium-high heat, about 450 degrees Fahrenheit, turning it every 2 minutes until your internal desired temperature is reached. We are going to preheat our griddle to 450 or so, and then we're going to put down some oil. We like to use a high temperature oil. I like avocado, but you can use canola as well. And then right after that, we're going to put some unsalted real butter down, give it some flavor. And that oil is what prevents that butter from burning or browning. So you want to lay that steak down away from you towards the back so it doesn't splatter on you. You hear that nice sizzle because we got that temperature up on that griddle. And then you want to get yourself a good timer for this as well, because time is of the essence. Go ahead and give it a nice pat down. Don't squeeze it, just a nice pat down to get that bottom touching the griddle surface. And then right before we flip the first 2 minutes, we're going to put down some more oil and some more butter just to the right or left of the steak, because we want to turn it on a new surface to get just as good of a sear on the other side as well. So 2 minute mark is up. We flip it over. Look at that crust. It looks amazing, just like you want it. And then again, a nice little pat down, not too hard, just to get that surface touching the bottom of that griddle. And then that's it. Another 2 minutes goes by. We're at the 4 minute mark. We flip it. You can see that crust is looking good as well. Check our timer. We should be right around 4 minutes. That's why you use the timer right there. And then there it is, 4 minutes and 20 seconds, right on schedule. So if you want, this is optional. You can put down a little more oil if you see it drying up a little bit there. This is just going to enhance that crust on that steak. All right, so you also want to make sure you have a good internal thermometer, internal temperature thermometer like this one. You can see already at the 4 minute mark, we're only in the low 90s. So we have some work to do here. Now we're at the 6 minute mark. We flip it over and you can see that crust is just looking amazing. This is kind of here where I want to talk to you a little bit about the internal temperature of the steak and when to pull it, and I'm going to give a little help here. So So a few years back, I put together this doneness temperature guide, and you can see here it is right here. So on the left side really is how you like it: rare, medium, and those are the internal temperatures once it's completely done. And on the right side, those are the internal temperatures that you need to pull the steak off the griddle at that time, because the steak's going to continue to cook for a good 5 to 10 degrees after you pull it. So for our steak here, I like a medium rare. We're going to pull it between 125 and 130. And then before we even pull it, we got to address this here, the edge. We need to make sure that crust is looking good on the edge as well. So here it's past the 6-minute mark. We're going to check it. We're at about 120 degrees internal temp. This is the perfect time to go ahead and cook that crust on the edge there. So you want to get yourself a good set of tongs and kind of hold it there. Render that fat that's on the edge. Hold it there as long as you can. The longer the tongs, the better. But if you don't have long tongs, just roll it around safely as you can. And then little pro tip here. So if you don't have the long tongs, slide it to the front of the griddle. That way it keeps your hand off the hot surface. So that is it for step number 2. Step number 3. Once you reach that internal temperature, you're going to remove that steak, let it rest for a good 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, medium rare. Again, we're going to pull between 125 and 130. We check our steak. We're locked in at 128. Let's pull it, let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes, and check it out. Oh my goodness, this steak looks so good. I cannot wait to dig in, but first, a close-up. See if you can see that. It's hard, it wants to drip because it's got so much juice in it. But yeah, that looks tremendous. Let's give it a taste. Just follow these easy step-by-step instructions and you can cook a steak like this too. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm gonna cut myself a nice piece here. A little bit of fat in there as well. Oh yeah. Here we go. Cheers. Oh my God, that is so good. I gotta get one more bite. Let's see. Let me cut into the middle here a little bit more. There we go. That looks good right there. There we go. Let me tell you, marinate that for a good hour, hour and a half with that salt and pepper on it. You can taste that initially, but then that meat flavor just comes right through. Oh, it tastes delicious. Super juicy, super moist, super tender. And wow, this came out amazing. Everybody, thank you for watching, liking, subscribing, and commenting, and we'll keep cooking. Big Cat out.